channel, or if you are new here, then welcome. I'm so pleased to have you. If you would like to see videos on motherhood, fashion, lifestyle, my weight loss journeys, my tips and tricks that I have for how I've lost my postnatal weight, then please click the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. I post every single week. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, this is a long awaited video for me. So I feel like I've been waiting so bloody long to just get this video done, and I was sat right on the edge of that 4 stone mark, and it just took me a little bit longer. I just little niggly pounds that I just couldn't lose, and I finally did it, and I finally lost 4 stone. 4 stone. What the hell? I cannot believe how much weight I have actually lost. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about all the things that I did to lose weight, and the things that helped, the things that didn't help. So if you are triggered by eating habits and diets and weight loss, please, please, please do not watch this video. Exit out of it right now, because you are not going to want to see this. I don't want to be responsible for triggering anyone. I know that I have had really unhealthy habits, but I worked through them. So if it is going to trigger you, then please do not watch this video. If it's not going to trigger you, then let's carry on. So on the 2nd of April, I met my PT, Amy, and I will leave all of her links in the description, as I always do. Now, the 2nd of April last year, I met Amy, and it was the best thing I have ever done. I was terrified, but I did it, and I can't thank Amy enough for the support, the love, the leadership, the encouragement that she has given me. So here is my very first ever progress picture, and believe you me, I was absolutely terrified when I took this picture. As you can see, I've got my sports bra on, I've got my pants on, and oh my god, there is no hiding how much weight I had gained during pregnancy. So I will also insert a picture here of what I looked like pre-pregnancy, which I was really happy with. I did feel that I needed work doing. I felt that I needed to tone up a lot more. I needed to be stronger. That was what I wanted. I wanted to look strong. I wanted the really big, juicy, muscular glutes. I wanted the big quads, and I wanted that really toned stomach. I wanted my arms to look chiseled and feminine, chiseled but still feminine. I wanted the little shoulder boulder, if you like, and I just wanted all of that, and that was my goal prior to getting pregnant. That was what I wanted. So I knew that I wanted a PT before getting pregnant, and then when I got pregnant, I just thought, I'm just gonna eat what I want, I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna eat what I want, because the baby's gonna take it all. No, she didn't. No. That is not how pregnancy works, and I cannot believe that I was stupid enough to believe that everything that I ate, I would only get half of it. Now, when people say, oh, I'm eating for 2, it's fine, I took that to the extreme. I ate whatever the hell I wanted. I ate cookies, I ate chocolate, I ate Chinese, curry, anything I wanted, I ate it. And I didn't care who knew about it. And I just thought, you know what? And I think part of me knew that it was wrong, but I didn't see a massive change in my body up until, and I'm going to insert this picture. This is the worst picture I've ever seen of myself. So this picture was taken on New Year's Eve 2019, and we'd gone to a party in our local village where we live, because we're a little bit backwards like that, and we like to get the whole village together, apparently. Gosh. But so I went to this party, and this picture was taken of me and Ross, and Christ. I looked at that the following day and I sobbed. I sat and I sobbed and I sobbed, and I really hated myself for looking that bad. I didn't look in the mirror and see what this picture was showing, and all of a sudden all these sort of like demons that I thought I'd suppressed years and years ago sort of came fighting back, and they were like, oh, you look like Princess Fiona when she turns into an ogre, and you look like this and you look like that, and you're a disgrace, you're disgusting. And I felt so shit. I felt awful. And that's not a good way to think of yourself. You shouldn't ever look at yourself and think, I look horrendous. But I genuinely believe that. And I think looking at the picture now, it's just a bad angle. I think a lot of it is pregnancy and being overweight for my size and having a hell of a lot more than baby weight there, and not a very flattering angle, so that I can see the positives in it. So having said that, following that, I refused to have any more pictures, to the point where when I gave birth, I don't have any pictures of me in the hospital following having had Millie. There is one picture and one picture only, and my face is cropped out. Millie is covering my body so you can't see it, and you just can't see any of me. It could be anybody, which is quite sad. And I'm regretting that. I do massively regret that. So during my pregnancy, I gained, it was just under 5 stone, and I'm really sorry if I get emotional in this video because it is quite hard for me to acknowledge that I was in such a dark place with food. So I put almost 5 stone on during pregnancy, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I have lost 4 stone, and I am so incredibly proud of myself. And that's okay. It is okay to give yourself a pat on the back. It is okay to tell yourself that you have done something absolutely amazing, because I have. I know that some people do find it hard to lose their pregnancy weight, and I was one of them. I'm one of those girls. I looked at Instagram and I saw all these girls on Instagram having babies and bouncing straight back and living their best lives within a matter of weeks of having their baby. But it's taken me a whole year to get to that point. So I think one message that I do want to make very clear in this video is that don't believe everything that you see on Instagram, because it's not like that for everybody. It's probably like that for a very small percentage of people, and the rest of us just have to take it steady, give our bodies time to adjust, and just be happy in ourselves. In the original picture, I'll pop again right here. So I had a 42-inch chest, I had a 42-inch waist, I had 25-inch thighs, 43-inch hips, and a 21-inch arm. So by my arm, I mean this part of my arm was 21 inches all around. This picture is where I was at the end of January. So I think things may have changed slightly, because I am doing another 6-week challenge, which I'm also filming. So you will see that in around 4 weeks' time, the end of my 6-week challenge. So at this point, at the end of January, my measurements were 39.5-inch chest, a 30-inch waist, 21.8-inch thigh, 38-inch hips, and 11.5-inch arms. So in total, I have lost 32.2 inches off my body. Thank you. And I'm so proud of that. I am so happy with the progress that I've made. So how did I do it? So as I've talked about in my previous video, I got onto my fitness pal. I had a Fitbit. I've upgraded to an Apple Watch because I really wanted one. And I thought that they were going to be so much better than Fitbit. I had the really old Fitbit Charge 2, so it was really long and narrow, didn't really do much, and I didn't have a choice but to upgrade it, because I took it off to Bath Miller, put it in my tracksuit bottoms, and then when it was my turn to get in the shower, I took my tracksuit bottoms off, put them straight in the wash bin, didn't think about it, and then I heard a banging in the dryer and my Fitbit was in there, completely destroyed. So we got a new one. We upgraded and got an Apple. So I use MyFitnessPal to not only track my calories but also track my macros. I didn't know anything about macros until I met Amy, and macros have changed my life, and I do believe that macros have played a huge part in helping me adjust and figure out what my body needs more of and what I need less of. You don't know until you actually go and see a qualified professional that can help you understand your macros, help you understand your body, and help you on your journey. Now, I know that I'm incredibly fortunate to have a PT available to me and have the financial ability to be able to provide myself with a PT. I know not everyone can do that, and if you can't, then that's okay as well. There are so many websites that will help you for free. You can go onto the internet and type in a macros calculator, and you can put your height and your weight in, your activity levels, and it will give you a rough guidance of what you should be having macros wise in a day and your total number of calories. And there are videos on YouTube and Instagram for to help you use different machines and try different exercises in the gym. The one thing that they won't do is give you the ability to lift more and give you that encouragement to lift more. So with my plan with Amy, we have 6-week plans. And what we'll do is we'll have one session at the very beginning of that 6-week plan where Amy will go around every single exercise that she's got written down in this plan, and she will make me lift as heavy as I can. It doesn't have to be many, but the heaviest, so that's my personal best. We, at the beginning of this 6-week program, we went around and we checked all the weights, we did all the exercises together, and so I have a personal best for deadlift, and that is 70 kilos. So the goal for me at the end of this 6-week challenge is to be able to lift 70 kilos more than once, because let me tell you, that was the most random, painful, stressful, I don't even know, I was so terrified. She put all these weights on the bar and I looked at it and I'm like, are you okay? And I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, Amy's lost it. I can't do that. And she's looking at me and she'll like, grab the bar. I'm like, I can't do that. She's like, grab the bar. And I was like, okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared of Amy. She's tiny, but she is feisty. So yeah, so I bent down and I got in position and I tried to lift it and I was like, couldn't even get it to lift even remotely off the floor. And I was like, I let go and I was like, walked away. I was like, I can't do this. I just can't do it. She's like, try again. I walked forward, got myself in position. I'm like, no, couldn't do it. So I was like, Amy, I really can't do this. And I felt like crying because I was like, she believes I can do this, but I can't. How do I explain that I physically cannot do this? My body is not going to let me do this. And she looked at me and she was like, what makes you angry? And I was like, what? She was like, what makes you angry? Okay. And I was like, right, okay. And I started reeling off things that made me really angry. And she was like, that's not enough. Who has really got to you recently? What has really niggled you and knocked you to the point where you've not been able to sleep or whatever? What has really got you so angry that you wanted to lash out? And I was like, right, got it. She was like, say it. And I was like, I'm not going to say what it was because I'm not. And I was like, this is what it was. And she was like, right, say it again. I was like, right, okay. Said it, and I was like, say it again. And then she was like, shout it. And I was like, oh, oh God. And she was like, now pick that bar up. And I was like, oh, and I picked it up. And I stood there and I was like, oh my God. And then I put it down and I was like, I can't believe I've just done that. She was like, do you know what that was? And I was like, no, what was it? She was like, that was 70 kilos. That was more than you actually weigh. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? My head, my tiny, well, say tiny, my head, my very oval head couldn't comprehend what I'd just done. I was in so much shock, and I went home and I was like, oh my God, Rosh will never guess what I've done. And I felt like the strongest person in the world. And I know that's insane because I'm no strong man. Like, I'm not a strong person. Well, I am a strong person, but I am definitely not the strongest person in the world. But in that moment, Amy just made me feel like I was the only person in the world that could lift weight, and I just felt amazing for it. So I think, yeah, that is something that you will not get from doing things, following videos online. You will not be able to sort of get guidance from them on what you should be lifting. And I think if you do want to make a change, a really big change in your physique, in your personal fitness, I think even just having one session, if you've got a birthday or even for Easter, if you said to a family member or a partner, I'd really, really like to have just one PT session, please can I have a PT session, that would be amazing. That's what I really want. Then I think you'd really, really benefit from it. And I can't, if you live in Sheffield, I can't recommend Amy enough. She's unreal. She's absolutely unreal, and the things that she can do are insane. So just please try it, just by any means possible. I know that some gyms, I know my gym especially, there's a PT there and he offers an initial session. It's only a half an hour session, but he does offer an initial session for free. So even if that would help you just get in there and see if it's worth you saving that little bit of money just to be able to go to a PT session, then I would highly recommend. Another thing that I did, as well as going to the gym, I worked on my calories and macros, as I've already said. So, I eat, in my last video, I told you what I eat in a day and what my macros are and how many calories I eat, and I try to stick to that as much as possible. Now, that's not always possible. I'm sorry, my hair's looking a little bit mental back here. So that's not always possible because there are family events, we like to go on date night, so it doesn't always work. You can't always count your macros. I'm not going to say to the guy in the restaurant, can I have a spare plate? I'm just going to get my scales out of my bag and weigh everything out, and can you also tell me exactly what's in here? I couldn't do that. I'd feel like an absolute fool, and they'd probably laugh at me and just say, no, just eat your food. And I think Ross would be a little bit embarrassed as well. So we don't do that. But the majority of the time we do stick to the diet. You are allowed a cheat day or a treat day, whatever you want to call it. I upped my water intake. I have always been terrible at drinking water. So I upped my water intake, and at the minute I am trying to drink a gallon of water a day. I don't always do it, I'm not going to lie, but the fact that I am able to push myself and drink that bit more water every day, I feel that that's really helpful for me. I also cut out milk, which is a bit of a strange one. I have always wondered if I have sort of like a dairy intolerance or something, that something's not quite right, because my body bloats up like nobody's business. I can be sat there absolutely fine, have a cup of tea, and then I looked like I ate a balloon. So tried cutting out milk, and as you can see, I'm drinking black coffee. Not gonna lie, it was hard because I like really sweet flavours, and obviously milk adds that bit of sweetness, but I've stopped having sugar in my coffee. I've also stopped having milk, so it's actually really nice. So yeah, so that's what I did fitness wise and food wise. I don't think I actually mentioned how many times a week I go to the gym. So I will go to the gym 4 times a week, and yes, I know that that can be difficult, but what I try and do is, at the minute, I will either go at 7 AM, I will drop Millie off with her grandparents because that's where she stays while I'm at work, and then I will go to the gym straight from there and then start work at 9 o'clock, or I will go to work for 8 o'clock straight from dropping Millie off. I will finish at 4, go to the gym, do my session, and then go and pick Millie up. I do that probably 2 or 3 times a week, and then I'll go at the weekend as well, so that Millie can spend some time with her dad, because obviously her dad's at work all day as well, so it gives her that opportunity to spend some time with him. And that's pretty much it. So my struggles. So as with any weight loss journey, I had my fair share of struggles. I was one of those people, and I'd convinced myself that it was just baby weight. I wasn't fat, it was just baby weight. I've not done anything wrong. I was wrong. I had gained a lot of weight, and I refused to acknowledge that. And I thought that by going to the gym, I was going to lose my baby weight like that. And it didn't happen. And I would go in there, and every week I'd in my diary every week send a weight update and send a progress picture every Friday to Amy. And I did that, and I could see very tiny changes, but because I'd got that expectation in my head that it was going to be an instant change, I just got so down, and I would sit there and think, I'm just not going to eat. I'm not going to eat today. And I would do that. I would just not eat, and I'd say, I'm not really hungry. I'd lie, and I'd say to Ross, oh, I had a big dinner. I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat anything. I'm sorry. I'd say that I'd arranged to go out for food, and I wouldn't want to go because I was so unhappy. And that was really unhealthy, and obviously I can see that now, but at the time I didn't. So I knew that I knew that it was wrong, and I knew that I needed to get myself out of the rut. So I would message Amy, and I'd be like, Amy, I'm not losing any weight, I'm not doing this, I don't feel like it's working, what am I going to do? And she's like, stick at it, just stick at it, I promise you it's changing. Measure yourself, look at your progress pictures, you are changing, it's not going to happen overnight. And she was right, but I couldn't get my head around that because I wanted it. Deep down, I'd convinced myself so much that it was going to be an instant thing. And it's just not. And I think we all sort of put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be like the celebrities, to be like the girls on Instagram that bounce straight back after pregnancy. It doesn't always work like that. I mean, even now, I've hit the 4 stone mark, and I've still got a bit of a saggy tummy. I'm not toned the way that I'd like to be. I'm not the weight that I was pre-pregnancy, and that's okay. That is, honestly, that is so okay, because I know that my journey isn't over, and your journey's over when you say it is, and I know that my journey isn't over. I know I've still got a lot of things that I want to do with my fitness. Right now, I don't think my journey will take me to somewhere where I'm going to be some sort of fitness guru or fitness inspiration person, but I hope that this video does inspire someone and help them feel better about their weight and know that there is something out there, and give them the opportunity to look at different things. Now, what I'm also going to say in this video is that I am not sitting here and saying you have to lose your baby weight. I'm not sitting here and saying you have to lose weight at all. But what I am saying is you have to do what makes you happy. Screw everybody else. If you want to gain weight, you go and gain weight. If you want to lose weight, as long as it's within a healthy sort of remit, you do it. You do what makes you happy. But on the providence that you are healthy and you are looking after yourself and you are the best you that you could possibly be. And I think that's all any of us can ask. And I do think that as part of this journey, I've really learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about the things that I wouldn't do next time, the things that I would do. So if I was to ever get pregnant again, I wouldn't just quit the gym and just be like, oh, I feel sick, I'm not going, I feel sick. You can push through that. So I know that I can. I know that I can push through it anyway. So that is my like sort of goal for my next pregnancy. And I think that now I've set this channel up, I will probably take you on that journey with me and keep myself accountable, because last time I wasn't accountable to anybody. Didn't care, didn't have anything to prove. So yeah, so that's that bit. And I think, yeah, just make sure that you are doing things for the right reason. Again, as always, I will always pop links for Amy down below. I will also pop a couple of my YouTube inspirations for weight loss as well, and like fitness journey. So I absolutely love Whit Simmons. If you aren't a stranger to YouTube fitness, you probably will know who Whitney is. Oh my god, she sorry, I get hiccups a lot. So Whitney has inspired me so much. I think she produces amazing content, and I'm always sat there and I'm always saying to Amy, you need to film your videos and you need to get them on YouTube. People will absolutely love them. Okay, so while I'm on that note, little brain fart going off over here, on the 14th of March, I'm actually going to be sitting down and filming a gym Q&A with Amy. So you're going to get to meet her, if you don't know her already. And I have a list of questions that I've always sort of thought about. Things that I've sort of Googled answers on, and things that I have asked Amy previously, but I'm going to be putting those into a video for you along with Amy, because she's going to be able to give you professional advice on the questions that I've got. So if you do have any gym questions that you want a PT to answer on camera for you, and for you to be able to see that on the 15th, 15th of March, then please pop them in the comments box, or shoot over to my Instagram and send me a DM, and I will make sure that those questions are added into our video. So currently I've got 7 questions, and I've got a couple more that I maybe want to add in there, but it's going to be a nice chit chat video, just a nice relaxed atmosphere with just me and Amy having a chat about the gym, and me asking my burning questions about the gym and what are myth and what are actually fact. So stay tuned for that one. So yeah, so I'm really excited for what the future has for me fitness wise, and I just hope that my journey can help other people that are struggling as well. I am going to be doing another video around struggling with weight loss, and it's going to be a little bit more in depth than what today was, because today was mainly focusing around my actual journey and how I lost the weight, not the struggles that I had. So I do have a big a big sort of video coming up that will talk to you about the struggles that I face, and hopefully it will help you guys feel that you're not alone in that struggle. And I'm hoping that that video is going to be up next Sunday. So yeah, so as I said at the beginning of this video, if you enjoyed it, then please hit the like and subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. And if you have any questions or any comments, then please pop them in the comments box below or over on my Instagram. I'll leave the handle to my Instagram in the description box as well. I reply to all of my comments. I really appreciate people taking the time out to support my videos and to actually talk to me. I really want to feel like I'm able to build a relationship with you guys and to be able to feel like we can talk to each other about things. I really want this to be sort of a safe space for everybody. So yeah, don't feel like you can't come and say hi, so please do, because I welcome that communication. And yeah, so until my next video, I will see you soon. Bye!